Hey YouTube, it is me Shane of FABFITFUN and welcome back to my channel. As always, love having you guys here. Now we are back with a very different video, but I am super excited for this video. I have literally been planning this video for months and I'm happy that we could finally do this. So if you haven't read the title of the video, we are doing my very first my first mukbang. I'm very excited. I've watched plenty of mukbangs here on YouTube just because you know, you get bored, you want to watch something, you want to binge something. So I was like, oh, I could totally do that. But Insecure is back on HBO. Season 4 premiered last night, April 12th. So I really wanted to come and kind of mix it up and do kind of like a mixture of things. I wanted to do an Insecure review. And this is going to be a thing we're going to do each week with each episode, as well as doing mukbangs. And I want you guys to grab your food, grab your plate, get your popcorn, and we're going to enjoy sort of this chit chatter, if you will. Please feel free to leave all the comments in the comment section down below, your thoughts, something you want to discuss about the new season. I am super excited to do this. So for this video, we are eating Popeyes because I really wanted some chicken. So that's what we're going to do for this video. So we're going to have some Popeyes. We got a 3-piece with the fries and a biscuit. And then I had to get some red beans and rice because I love red beans and rice. Chile. Let's hop into talking about Insecure Season 4. Okay, so 2 things. If you do not like eating sounds, I would be very mindful of this particular video because the girl's hungry. So I'll be doing my best to not be completely ratchet and chew like a crazy cow. But if you have not watched season 4, the first episode of season 4 of Insecure, I would say go watch it first and then come back to this video so we could chat, because I don't want to spoil anything for you if you have not had a chance to watch it as of yet. So let's go. Now, if you watched the end of season 3, you know we ended off with Nathan popping up at Issa's house like, you ain't been gone for a month of Sundays. And then you want to come back out the blue talking about, oh, I was going through some things, like, so you couldn't text, bro, you know. And we ended with Issa finally getting it together, straightening up her apartment, unpacking, and kind of settling into her new place that we saw in season 3. So I was actually really proud of her at the end of season 3. So where we are at season 4, Issa finally got her life together. She's going ahead with the whole block party thing, which I'm really excited to see her put together, because Issa had been up and down with a lot of things, but I'm really happy that she found something that really excited her and she's sticking through it. And then she, you know, brought on Condola to help her, which we all know how that's going to turn out. So I was really happy to see her, like, her and Condola are planning out the mixer and how to get the sponsor. So I was like, yes, come on, some black sisterhood, which I'm really excited about. And interested to see how they're going to play out a new set of friendships, because obviously her and Condola have some sort of like really good chemistry that doesn't necessarily align with just the block party. So I want to see how that's going to evolve through the rest of the season. So the opening scene is, I'm wondering who Issa was talking to on the phone, because, you know, I want to know what happened with her and Molly. Although we probably have an inkling what happened with her and Molly, because her and Molly been on the fritz for a hot second now. I think that what I'm thinking, and I'm hoping that I'm right, is that through the season, I think the finale of the season is going to be the actual block party. I think we're going to see a streamline of stories that are happening between the first episode and the final episode. And I think the final episode is going to really culminate with the block party, because I think we're going to really see what happened in 4 months prior to the block party. Okay. So I want to just say I'm sick of Molly already. I used to really love Molly. I really did, because she was this strong black woman. She was out here. She was working, you know, she was doing her duck things, and Molly just being difficult. And at this point, I'm tired of her. Like, she gives me like Maxine Shaw vibes from Living Single. And it's like, are you just choosing to be difficult for no reason? Honestly, is there no other way for you to be? You could see how clearly she was upset with her relationship with Andrew. But I'm like, was there discussion about y'all just having fun, or did y'all both assume y'all were having fun and then you got mad when you found out that he was seeing other women? Like, I just really need Molly to be an adult about this. and be like, listen, I mean, we saw at the end of the episode that she did like text him, but I feel like that's a conversation you should have had before you got to this point. Like, she was like really surprised when he said he was dating other women. And then for her, like, she rebounded pretty well in the car. Like, she was kind of like, okay. She rebounded pretty well, but I could tell she was definitely not happy with that at all. But also, it was like, you played this hard to get, like, you know, he wasn't a nobody for forever and a day all through last season, and now you realize you like this guy, and you're surprised that he's not making you exclusive when you didn't want to be exclusive. Like, girl, get it together. What are we doing? So I'm already sick of her. I really, really am. And her interaction with Issa throughout her party, I was not really, I mean, I get that's your best friend and you want to talk to her, but like, you came to her business function, sis. Like, that's not the time for you to be talking about your personal problems. Like, that was not the place for her to have that conversation. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. What do you guys think? Because I feel like part of her bitterness when they had that conversation at the end of the mixer was that she was mad at Issa for not really like jumping to her, you know, to be her savior when she had spoke to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Issa didn't really jump to save Molly right away at her mixer, Molly felt some kind of way. And I also think that she felt some kind of way when Issa had mentioned during her speech that she couldn't do any of this without Condola and didn't really acknowledge Molly. And I think it kind of, it hit Molly a certain kind of way. You saw how she kind of was like, oh, okay. And I'm just like, Molly, girl, everything about you. You have too many demons to be working with yourself to be worried about what other people are doing. Like, honestly, sis. Your professional and private life are a hot, holy mess. If you, okay. So, I don't know about that one. So, I really want to be able to see if Molly's going to mature at all this season. I really hope she does. I feel like we are getting a really nice, oh girl. I think we're going to see a lot of maturity from Issa this season in terms of her work. Not so much her private life, because Issa's always a hot mess in her private life, but I feel like we're going to really see her take control of her life fully and go into it, especially with this block party. And really being like, you know what, I got this. I love that she got herself a little plague boo, got a full size nigga. I love it. I thought that was great. I was like, yes, because big guys, don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on the big guys. The TSA guy I think is hilarious. So I think he's going to be really a great addition. But with that, I hope that we see Kelly get a boo for real. Because she cannot continue to be like just a fat comic relief. Like, I'm tired. Like, seriously, she can't be this pressed for penis the entire season. Seriously. Like, I need her to give her a storyline. She needs to have a full sex scene for herself. She needs to have like a love situation and not like the thirsty fat girl. Because I feel like we've seen this story from Kelly for 3 seasons now. It's season 4. I need her to progress. I would love more character development of Kelly, because I think she really has a lot to offer in terms of she's got a good job. She's funny as hell. She's a great friend. Like, she has a lot to offer, but we never see her in love situations. We always see her like kind of, you know, pressed for penis, you know, and she's like super vulgar, which is partially why I love her. But like, I want to see more Kelly's character development, especially when it comes to love, because I'm so tired of seeing her struggle. I'm tired. Like, the first episode, she's out here like, ooh, like, come on, like, Issa, girl, you could do better than that. You could do Kelly better than that, honestly. Like, for real. Now, on to the elephant in the room, Condola, Issa, and Lawrence. Now, okay, I have always been Team Lawrence. I don't care what nobody say. I've always been Team Lawrence. I've never really been Team Issa. I love that Lawrence has moved on to Condola. I would love to, I am interested to see like what this is going to play out with Condola and Issa, because I feel like Issa ain't all the way over Lawrence. I don't think so. I don't think she's all the way over Lawrence. And I feel like this is going to, if she does not play this right, if she does not mature in these next few episodes, she's going to screw everything up for herself. Because Condola, I mean, until that moment where they're in the office and you know, this later in the office, and she finds out that it's actually Lawrence. It's like, you know, when Tiffany's like, oh yeah, by the way, you know, like, we know Tiffany's messy. We know that's what she does. But in that moment when she finds out, she's looking around like crazy. And then you know how Issa get when she want to play something off, but she's really bad at it. That's exactly what she did. She's like, yeah, that's dope. We dope. And then she just has these really, really bad, corny jokes trying to save face. And it's like, you're not good at this, sis. You're not good at playing things off. You're just not. And quite frankly, you need to stop trying. So, then we see at the end of this episode that Condola goes to Lawrence's house and they bone or whatever. And there's a lot of sex scenes in this first episode. There were a lot of sex scenes in this first episode. There were like 3 sex scenes. I mean, it's HBO, so, you know, you always gotta have nudity, you know, but, so clearly, Condola has no future plans on walking away from Lawrence despite Issa. I don't think she needs to, because it's not like she knew and went into this relationship with Issa. Also, I think it's highly unprofessional to pull out at the moment in which they're really getting some sort of momentum. So I hope she does that, to be perfectly honest with you guys. And I really want to see if they're going to force Issa to grow up and not make this personal. You know what I'm saying? I hope that they are able to keep their I mean, I think we were starting to see some sort of friendship, some sort of camaraderie. So I feel like that's going to be a theme throughout the rest of the season. But also, is anyone else like wildly surprised that she never mentioned Issa's name to Lawrence his entire time? Like, I don't know about you, but like, I know for a fact when I used to complain about people at my job, I always named names. Like I always named names. So I'm very surprised that Condola never said Issa's name to Lawrence. Like, does that seem authentic to you? Like, let me know, because I feel like, you know, my ex-boyfriend could tell you, like, the amount of times I've had conversations about people I don't like at work, I name all the names. We name bombs are dropped. I'm like, yes, so-and-so didn't do this and so-and-so didn't do that. So if she's talked about Issa and this mixer and the block party and all of this, if she's talked about this with Lawrence, I find it hard to believe that she never mentioned Issa's name. You know? And if she did, and Lawrence kind of let it just go and didn't tell her that that was his ex, then we got a whole new set of problems that I'm just kind of like, it just seems odd to me that she never mentioned Issa's name at all. Like, you just said, oh, the girl I'm working with. Like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, am I the only one that's crazy? I guess just maybe just Shayna. I don't, but I would say something. I also want to point out that I'm super bummed that the episodes are still really short, because it's like, y'all have a lot to like squeeze in 30 minutes. Okay, and a good portion of that is going to be sex scenes. And did we notice the show within a show situation? The LaToya, was she murdered? You know, with Terry Vaughn. So I'm confuzzled in a sense with this story and the story. Are we going to be following along with that show in the middle of this show? Is it going to connect with this show? What are we doing? And I think because now we're weaving in so many other things with the actual characters of the show, then you have all this extraness going on. I'm like, are they going to skimp us on like true character development, like really growth in our characters? Because I honestly would love to see Molly actually get with Andrew, like for real get with Andrew and stop playing these dumb games. I do want to see what's going to happen with Issa and Nathan. Although, I mean, Nathan was just alright. Like, I mean, he was cute, but okay. You know, obviously Tiffany and Derek are gonna have this baby anytime soon. So finally, Chad is still engaged, and is he getting married to his fiance? What's gonna happen with Kelly? What's gonna happen with Issa? Is she really gonna grow into this much stronger character? Because I think she has really great energy right now. When the opening scene where her and Molly are having self-care Sunday, which I think is a grand idea, by the way, you know, she's like, ever since I cleaned up my apartment, you know, everything kind of fell into place. And I was like, girl, I feel that. Like, the whole concept of like, once you kind of put things in order, things start happening. And I'm like, I love this energy. East. Yes. Like, the fact that she's not, like, it seems so authentic of her to kind of just roll into what she was doing. I was like, that's what I want. I've been wanting to see that from Issa since season 1. I've been so tired of her trying to like fit into a mold that does just not fit her. And it's like, girl, What are you doing? You saw her walk into her authentic self at the mixer when she gives the speech. You know, we know how Issa is when she's really trying, like, but trying too hard. And it's like, it's cringy to watch her try to ask for the sponsorships and it's just not going her way. Like, it was terrible. But then when she gave her speech and she really stopped, she slowed down and she was like, my name is Issa. This is what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. And it was really just her speaking from a place of why she did it, but like truthfully why she did it. And it flowed naturally. She was just, her energy was letting it happen. And then how much more money she got because she actually fell into place. And I'm like, this is the Issa that I would love to see more of. And stop pretending. And that's like why I am very interested about her and Condola and Lawrence, because she's gonna at some point have to be honest with Condola and with Lawrence and herself about how she really feels about Lawrence. Because despite all the time they've had separated, Lawrence is still that guy that Issa will always have like a real soft spot for, rightfully so, because 5 years ain't nothing to sneeze at. And you know, the way they ended, although still sort of amicable after she cheated on him, whatever the case may be, I think she still has a lot of feelings for Lawrence, and I think it's gonna really test her as she continues to work with Condola. If Condola doesn't act out, because I feel like Condola's not gonna ruin her bag, you know, over some craziness, especially since they didn't know. Like, I mean, it'd be one thing if like at the baby shower she was aware of her and Lawrence and then still pursued Lawrence and still worked with Issa, but being that there was really no understanding of their background, I don't necessarily see a problem with it, but she's gonna have to really work hard, because if she lets this get to her, she's going to ruin her block party. Seriously. Because everything she has been through the help of Condola. So if she steps out of line on this, I'm not saying that she needs to like hide from her feelings, but I also feel like she can't succumb to them, because if she does, all this is gonna be kaput. Done. Out the window. Done data. Over and done with. Because, I mean, this block party might as well be Condola's as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got all those sponsors that come to her mixer. Which I thought was interesting because, I don't know if you guys noticed, but, what's her name? Shirley? Yeah. When she mentioned that, like, all black events use the same sort of, like, black sponsors, that was a lot of shade. That was a lot of shade, because it's kind of the same way in the plus industry where like everybody's events have like the same major sponsors, and that's not tea. That's no shade, but it's a fact. Like any major plus events, from the CurvyCon to Style Expo, Lifestyle Honors, Crusade Occur, whatever. Listen, all the major plus size events have the same dang on sponsors in one way or another. And like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I felt that when she said, when I go to, she's like, in LA, like all the black LA events have the same sponsors. They just shift one for the next. And I was like, ooh, but that's a fact though. And that I agree with, for sure. For sure. Oh my God. All right, we got fries left. How do you guys eat your Popeyes biscuits? I did not get any honey or butter. Well, I didn't feel like going to get the butter out of the kitchen. So there's that. So sometimes I like to put my little red beans and rice on my biscuit. And these actually aren't that dry. So kudos to Popeyes. All tea, all shade on that one. But what did you guys think about this episode so far? I mean, I'm not going to place too much on the first episode, because we know first episodes are always a little, per usual. I thought the music was amazing. Issa does a very good job of having like great up and coming artists, really music that sets the tone for the scene, for the episode. So that's still in play. And from a creator standpoint, I really love how visually it's just still like she's still rocking with it. The colors, like her team knows how to film black people, and I love that. Like the colors they choose to use in each scene, how they're filmed. Issa's hair has come a very long way this season, or so far, over the in this series, because y'all remember the first couple seasons, whoo, Issa's hair was hopefully Molly's wigs get better, because she makes too much money for these struggle wigs that she be having out here. Okay. I'm really hoping that Kelly's wardrobe budget stays the same, if not better, because I think she's been slaying the last couple seasons, so I need her to stay that way, please. There's enough plus size ties out here that can get her right for sure, because she be looking good, so I want her to stay that way. Stay that way. But and yeah, in terms of a production standpoint, I really love, like, this is why I love watching Insecure, because I really feel like Issa has a hand in how the show is filmed and how the show comes together, because I think filming Black actors and filming them with the proper lighting is a talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, to light Black, like, really rich melanin skin that a lot of her characters have takes, like, talent. So I appreciate her finding the right people so they could do that the correct way, because Chile. Whew. So I have high hopes for the season. Apparently it's supposed to be like 10 episodes as opposed to 8. Personally, I would have preferred 8-hour-long episodes as opposed to 10 30-minute episodes. But I don't make shows, so I can't speak to why they only decided to keep it at half an hour. I just really hope they don't sacrifice character and story development because they, you know, because of the half an hour they have to work within. You know what I'm saying? I really hope that they really expand on the characters like they're supposed to. Especially with these more complex storylines that they're introducing each season. For Condola, Issa, and Lawrence. I really want them to explore how Molly and Andrew. I really want them to explore sort of like the dating life of 30-somethings even more in LA. Well, all of them single except Tiffany. Like, I feel like Issa has so much more to give of her, of who she is, than just like the sexual aspect. Also, because she can't bone for nothing. Like, Issa's character is horrible in bed. I don't know about y'all, but she's horrible in bed. So, you know, there's that. But, you know, we gonna see. I'm strapped in and ready for the next 8 to 10 weeks. So there you have it, you guys. That was my first Insecure season 4 review. Put my first mukbang. What you guys think about this video? I promise you I'm gonna streamline these a little bit more. I'm not gonna look so clumsy. I got it. But let me know what you guys thought about this video in the comment section down below. Please, let's talk about it. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your feelings on Insecure season 4. What do you think is going to happen? What are you looking forward to happening for season 4? What things would you like to see coming in season 4 for Insecure? Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I am Shayna of TheThickGirlsCloset.com, and I will see you in my next video. Deuces, guys.